FM News. On
Here's a quick look at the news. I'm Lynn Komjisha. The founder of the National Unity Platform, Moses Chibalama, has told court that he was misled into signing documents changing the leadership of his party to Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. While appearing before court, presided over by Justice Musa Sekana for cross-examination, Chibalama stated that he did not read through the documents before signing them, but he later realized that whatever was done was unlawful, which prompted him to demand for his party back. Chibalama has also accepted to be under state protection and asked court to help him retain his freedom. After court, Robert Kyagulanyi expressed his dismay over what is going on with the newly acquired party.
The state is behind all this. I had opportunity to talk to Mr. Chibalama, and he whispered to me that he was abducted by the military. Mr. Chibalama claimed that we have not stood with him on account of the video that was seen by the public. He denied it with me, and yes, he denied it under oath. I want to ask all of you peace-loving Ugandans in Uganda and all over the country, pray for Mr. Chibalama.
Kyagulanyi's lawyer, Menedwega Segona, cautioned the army against interfering in political matters.
Mr. Chibalama owns and confirms the information we had. He had a meeting with the CDF, of all people, the CDF, in his office, discussing politics and how to retract his evidence. He has since been held in custody. He has revealed today how much he has been tortured. He has pleaded with the country to help him get free.
The Ministry of Health has asked medics to stop charging unregulated money to test for COVID-19. In August, the Ministry of Health introduced fees for only persons who want to voluntarily test for COVID-19. The Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Dr. Diana Twine, says charges should not go beyond the regulated fees.
We said that those groups of people must be tested for free. For free. Contacts of the people who are positive and the positive, the people who have symptoms. But now Ugandans that are so greedy, my God, now they are using that. People are taking samples at 400,000 and then they bring and they lie to us that these are contacts and what. Meanwhile, we condemn this, This is not a money-making venture. It is a service.
Kampala District Electoral Commission is set to verify signatures received from the three candidates vying for the office of the Lord Mayor in the 2021 general elections, according to the presiding officer, Kampala District, Frederick Mwaya. Mwaya said that they have received signatures from the three aspiring candidates, including the Lord Mayor, Elias Ukwago, saying they are set to verify them over the weekend.
We have received signatures from three aspirants, whom I can confirm. We have received from Mr. Sendagire Isaac, Mr. Lukwago, the current sitting Lord Mayor. We have received from a lady called Beatrice Kayanja. Now, it will require a bit of time so that we can go through these signatures. We establish that they are correct signatures from the correct people, from the correct electoral areas, before we can declare those people ready to be nominated as candidates.
Meanwhile, Mwaya says they will start nominating Lord Mayors next week after proving their signatures. The Ministry of Internal Affairs has warned parents against the human traffickers who may use this eased lockdown to traffic their children abroad. Starting 1st October, Uganda's international borders will be open to tourists, whereas schools will open on 15th October. The Deputy Coordinator of the Anti-Human Trafficking Institute, Agnes Igoe, says parents should take extra caution on the movement of their children and the people they interact with.
We have to know that a trafficker can be a parent. A trafficker can be your friend. A trafficker can be somebody in authority. A trafficker can be somebody you respect in society. So we have to be vigilant, be on the lookout, and our children are very, very vulnerable, to this. And they can be lured by many things, just a phone, a sweet, and made to keep quiet about situations like this. So we have to encourage our children, be friendly to your children, and be friendly. It takes a village to bring up a child. If you see something wrong, please report. We have the police everywhere, even in your own community. So that is very critical, to do that.
Now, police has trained a section of their officers on handling cyber crimes, as follows the arrest of 2 suspects who had opened fake Facebook police accounts and its spokesperson, which they have been using to circulate fake information. The spokesperson, Criminal Investigative Director Charles Twine, says their officers have enough capacity now to eliminate all forms of cyber crimes.
The Directorate of Criminal Investigations has created a formidable team of electronic countermeasures that will always pursue whoever thinks can use his skills in IT to ridicule and abuse the rights of others. I want to call upon the general public that please, if you have been a victim of some of these fake accounts, come to CID headquarters and report. Most of the people that have been targeted are celebrities.
Now, the National Council of Sports has issued new guidelines for sports federations as the country gears up for sporting activities resumption. During the meeting with sports federations today at Lugogo, the Sports Council issued stringent guidelines that require notifying the council before organizing any events. Others are getting a clearance from relevant government organs before any event. Each federation is mandated to appoint a medical personnel and provide proof of testing of players before any event, among others. The National Council of Sports Deputy Secretary General David Katende says the council will assess the readiness of the federations in terms of facilities, logistics and human resource to facilitate the resumption of the sports. In other news this evening, a panel of experts gathered by the World Health Organization has listed a number of factors that may be pushing the spread of COVID-19 in Africa down. Expertise in epidemic control, a young population, and a possible effect of pre-existing immunity were cited as possible factors. The panel of experts that included the World Health Organization's Regional Director for Africa, Dr. Moshidiso Moet, offered several explanations to the different behavior of the pandemic in the continent when compared to the rest of the world. The swift application of lockdowns that came at a high cost for many economies was mentioned. The structure of the African society of caring for the elderly at home was also cited. But new explanations also emerged in the conference, such as the possible impact of smaller urban areas in many African countries, which means that the virus could travel less fast in more remote populations in rural areas. The continent's transport system was also mentioned, as cities and regions are not as interconnected as in other parts of the world. Dr. Moet said that previous experiences in handling pandemics such as Ebola have also proven crucial when dealing with this pandemic, but she warned that more research needed to be done to establish the true extent of COVID-19 in the continent. More than 1.4 million confirmed cases have been reported in Africa, with over 34,000 deaths. About 1 million people have already recovered. And that was the news.
XFM News on point.